Good morning, Deify here, and welcome back to Kitty Powers Matchmaker, a quest for all the achievements of which now we're at 37 babies. I'm doing so well, and still just waiting on that last Steam friend, but honestly at this point I'm like, if I get to 50 babies, I'm just probably gonna find a date for my sister. This sentence is still weird to say, but there's a certain point where I can't wait that long. We're gonna start with the possible bad news from Talia Gormsmith. It's actually really good. Bertie and I are still a couple and we're now betrothed. We do both so enjoy being over sentimental, and I love Bertie so much that I can easily tolerate his predilection for being too competitive. And because I was totally honest with him, I know our love will endure. We were really made for each other, and it's all thanks to you. Oh, Talia and Bertie. My old laptop and Bertie bots every flavored beans. Got it. There we go. And this is actually the worst of the news. Arnold and me are still seeing each other, and we've shacked up together, isn't it? We both bloom and love growing flowers, eh? Glowing flowers. It's, I don't know what that is, but it's weird. And I love him so much I don't care about his unhealthy interest in taxidermy. And the best bit is it was only ever completely up front with him. I had to check to make sure I was in frame because I forgot to do that. We're flipping well in love, isn't it? We're like soulmates and everything. And they sent me a present. Well, we didn't get any more babies. That would have been way too nice, but we did get Mimi for women, so that's a plus. Oh, the game really wants me to do a VIP, so I'll take the guy who's all matching in purple. Brian Hoopright. Oh, purple. So are you, you're a Sacramento King, aren't you? They're my hometown team. I don't really watch basketball. I'm more of a hockey and soccer fan, but that's all good. I'll take Kings fans anywhere, unless they're hockey. Then Kings fans, no. He's a VIP angel investor and a Capricorn, looking for a man. He's interested in bar hopping, action movies, and spell books. He loves blue eyes and blonde hair. He's active, methodical, introvert, experimental, and spicy. His bad habit is being irrational, and his guilty pleasure is interest rates. Oh, I love interest rates. 0.9% APR. Oh, please, yes. 2 out of 5? 1 out of 5? 2 out of 5? 2 out of 5. Oh, we better hope that Lennon Flemright is good for him, because, ooh. 3 ticks of attraction is actually not that bad. He's a 2-star fashion model and a Libra. So let's hope that we get slightly better than 2 out of 5. Unfortunately, I had to get rid of his sweet purple hair, and now he's just blonde. More like bland, am I right? Because we got rid of all his style and now his hair doesn't match his shirt. No, it's fine. He'll be fine, I'm sure. Still, it actually looks like he's wearing a Kings jersey. If you just wrote, like, Kings there and put the little crown logo, I'd believe it. Something hot with white meat and nothing fried. Okay, well that sounds pretty good. We're going to get our light brown. Yeah, it said it was just covered in breadcrumbs. That doesn't mean it's fried. Ah, okay, now I know. Friends, for hanging out with one at a time or large social gatherings. Okay, one at a time, definitely hanging out with one at a time. Hopefully we can still amend this. He's 2-star. I believe with food they keep it to themselves, so I don't think our client was affected by it. So he should still be like decently high up. He missed out on hearts, I think, but that's fine. Oh man, they're already at 2 out of 3, or 2 out of 2, and we're going to squish that. It was unequivocally heroic. I know. Tell me something I don't know, guy. I just call everyone girl, and I was like, no, maybe I shouldn't do that, but I almost did anyways. Come on, girl. And are we gonna get 3? Oh my gosh, we're gonna get 3 for 3. If I can hook these 2 up, it'll be absolutely worth it. Kitty Powers here to save the day, kind of. Not really. Oh man, and of course we had to play pachinko. You just couldn't let us have a nice time paying the bill, giving tips, or calling a cab. No, it had to be pachinko. And this is actually going atrociously. This is actually terrible. Oh. Okay, that's one of the first times, it has to be within the first handful of times that I've actually failed pachinko. Oh no, okay, we didn't get a chance. He must have said it aloud when he didn't like the food. Okay, well, now what do we do? He's only got 2 out of 5s. Well, I guess now we need to try and rely on Dylan Nut Facts. That is a childish prank. Don't fax your nuts to anyone. He's a VIP brain surgeon and a Gemini. No attraction, which is great. And nothing really lines up. So, yeah, this'll be fun. Okay, Indian food. This'll be great. Very good. Okay, I still don't think that these two really have a chance at all, but we'll see what happens. They have no real attraction, but we have brown cinnamon bun with a nice little mustache here, and we want something hot with white meat. Okay, let's not mess this one up. Let's get Matthew McConaughey in here. Yeah, we love that. And now we just need to hope that they're, 3 out of 3 again, because that last one seemed like they could have been a good match. But nothing went right, and nothing's going to go right in this one either, apparently, although for completely different reasons. This one's just because they're a bad match. The last one was just absolute bad luck. That pachinko game was rigged, and, it didn't say it was fried. Is it just supposed to be fried if it's in breadcrumbs? I mean, I guess that is how you, probably solidify the breadcrumbs to the chicken. At least we got that lie off, so not everything's in the trash yet, but give it time. Give it time, I'm sure it will be. Can't talk about social, we already talked about social. Party, invites by post or social network. Yeah. This is great. This is going real good. Real good. Did something just fly into my window, like a bird or something? What just happened? Not sure if you could hear that, it just sounded like a rock was thrown at my window or something. So it's probably a bird. It seems like the best one. He's going to the restroom, so he's got a silver hoop ring, literally the tackiest outfit I've ever seen, and then kind of just brushed off to the side, short hair. Let's find out what he does. Oh, he's black hair now. It's black hair. Okay, I think you changed your hair color, but I'm not quite certain. Oh, good. Now I am. Because you kind of went from one extreme to the other. At least in terms of... I don't really know how black and white line up in the spectrum of color. They're not even in the spectrum, are they? Huh. I don't know. But on computers, they're absolute opposites. And oh my gosh, they got one thing in common. That's really good. And yeah, we have our mobile handy. I mean, I don't think it's really gonna help, but we can try and take a good picture, I suppose. I mean, it doesn't really sound like a fun time. It kind of... Oh, well, there we go. That's a good picture. I mean, kind of just want to find him a good match, and I don't think we're going to. It's the best selfie I've ever seen, right? Yeah, I know. Very good. And now we... Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, not even a second chance. Just, yeah, that is a shame. You bought all our lies, and now you need to take the rejection. I'm sorry. I think if I can pull it off, Jimmy Mellenden might not be a terrible idea. The 2-star tattoo artist, it's because he's edgy. Spoilers. A Scorpio, they will have 2 ticks of attraction, which is pretty good. Their interests line up quite a bit, I suppose, and, 2 out of 5. But he does like playing loud music, which should probably line up, and then interest rates in charity shops kind of don't, but, yeah... We took advice from our last date and dyed our hair black, and now, oh, we actually look quite similar. Jimmy and Brian, these two just sound like they belong together. I don't know why, but I don't know, something about those names. We have long glam hair here, and we want something hot with no meat and nothing freaky. Tong Mian sounds about as unfreaky as you can get. If it has the word plain in it, it's probably pretty not freaky. So what can we talk about? Tradition and spiciness. Okay, yep, send them an IM online. That's what you gotta do. I'm gonna need to try and talk about interests also. So I need spiciness and interests. So whichever one comes up closer. I did see spiciness, but there's an interest right there. So I heard you like... Pet snakes seems like the safe one. Yeah, I love those. That's well exciting. Pet snakes are great. We like bar hopping, of course. Yeah, mad good. Yeah, let's go snake bar hopping then. Oh, he's got to make a phone call. Ooh, I didn't really check him out, but I think I should be able to find him. Oh, especially when I'm up against 2 guys with ponytails, and I know that he didn't have a ponytail. This game's just too easy sometimes. Power is back on. You were, in fact, totes lost, but we found you in the dark, brought you back. Now, can I get a spiciness, please? Thank you. Wow, okay. I'm going out for the evening poetry reading or burlesque show? Of course. I'm going to bro it out at a burlesque show. And let's give them 5%, so 237 would be 119 or so, 118, that'll do it. Bit of a brainiac, yeah, it's time to split. Let's get out of here and let's just set these two up and pretend that this never happened, because this is actually terrible. You want to get more serious? Yeah, toad's falling for you. Good job, you two. I'm not holding my breath for any babies from you two. 3 stars will at least be a slight change of pace. Albert, light burn. I'm glad that it's only 1st degree. 3rd degree burns are very, very dangerous. He's a 3-star naturalist. And a Libra, born 22nd of October, looking for a woman. He's interested in art glass, grocery coupons, and pottery classes, and he has a preference for hazel eyes and black hair. Active, carefree, extrovert, traditional, and romantic. His bad habit is whining, and his guilty pleasure is abstract art. Vintage type with some arty tendencies. Very interesting. I wonder how he and Ursula would do. She's a VIP celebrity activist. So believe it or not, their jobs actually line up quite well. They're Libras. The attraction's the iffy part, but she does like provocative art. 4 out of 5, and is train spotting vintage? I really don't know what that means, and I'm gonna take him on 2 dates and see what happens, honestly. Okay, Swedish food. Very good, very good. My back problems are coming back, and that's like actually annoying. I woke up and my neck was just all sorts of out of place today, and I can't get it back into place. That's great. A hot no-meat dish, and of course you're a vegetarian. I know you're a vegetarian. And we have a long blonde beard man. And let's now talk about anything that's not tradition, I think. Yeah, which is of course the only one that shows up. You know what, let's just do it. Let's talk about occupation. You're a celebrity activist. Whoa, they must be amongst the super rich. Oh, yeah, that's all relative. Oh, we're a naturalist. Oh, what? Excuse me? Are those not both hippie jobs? Oh, it's again that annoying thing where it's like just because they're both hippie jobs doesn't mean they like them. Because he's vintage and she's probably edgy. Oh my gosh, that infuriates me. Okay. I always forget that, but let's try this. Okay, skin, nick, cap, skin, nick, cap, rice, skin, nick, cap, rice, fruit, skin, nick, cap, rice, fruit, cheese. Skin, nick, cap, rice, fruit, cheese. Okay, what do we got? Skin, nick, cappuccino. Cappuccino, let's do that. Yep. I experience salivation like that all the time whenever I just think about really any kind of food. So that didn't work out as well as I'd hoped. Let's hope we can make it up. What have we talked about? I forget what we've even talked about. We talked about jobs and I don't know, is that it? Well, we didn't talk about activities, so that's good. And yeah, let's reimburse the establishment. Let's get our waiter back. It was Thomas, of course, not Abdul or Micah. Sorry, you two. But thank you, Thomas, for our bill. We needed that. They were closing the restaurant. We may still be able to get a second date out of her, but I may have flubbed this. So, do you envisage a further me? Oh my gosh, I flubbed it. Everything is terrible. Well, I made some questionable decisions because I'm still kind of iffy on how this game works out. Like, if you're both working as hippie-type people, that should be kind of cool. That should at least be like oh, that's cool, we're in the same line of work, even though I don't really like it. Because, I mean, it's like, okay, let's say I go out and I start working in, like, graphic design, which is pretty cool, but not exactly in my line of work. If I meet another graphic designer, I won't be like, oh, that's not computer science. I'll be like, oh, sweet, that's cool, we work together. But so Elena Lovewell, 2 ticks of attraction. She is kind of glam and arty, but 4 out of 4, we may be able to make it 5 out of 5. Special makeup effects wouldn't be good, but abstract art would be. Being a know-it-all might be fine. We'll have to find out, although if they're 5 out of 5, I'm setting them up. French food, we actually haven't been here in a while either, so that's pretty cool. That statue, though, every time. Elena and Albert. Albert starts with the last letter that is in Elena. Oh man, purple hair. And they actually share quite a few letters together, right? So that must mean they're pretty good. I didn't see what the second thing she said was, but she wants something hot with fish, which, okay, we only have bisque there, so let's just get that. And I think we're pretty safe to say we're gonna eat bisque and you're gonna like it. So, can I get... I don't want to scoot that one up one more. Oh, I can. Cool. Your partner's keen to take a ballroom dancing. Do you get stuck in or tell them they're having a laugh? Oh, well, we tried. You know what? Just tell the truth. You need to slow it down somewhat, Missy. You are going way too fast and furious by sitting on your couch all day. Kind of like what I'm doing right now, but that's fine. You keep in touch with friends. You just call them on the phone or message them on social media. Of course, just call them on the phone. It's one of the easiest ways to get in touch with them. And we have a little bit of a sweaty Sally here, so we're going to fix that up right now. Oh, so close, 6.9. I actually don't lowball it very often, so that's kind of surprising to me. But we tried. An exotic fragrance, of course. And so now we just need to talk about something that's not tradition. Would you rather have a game of Snap or Spin the Bottle? And of course, Snap. I should probably figure out what Snap is, just because I see it so much. And I'm so confused. Okay, 788-4351. Just like that. 788-4351. We did it. Thank you, Mr. Waiter Man. I wish I knew your name. It'd be kind of nice if the waiters introduced themselves, but then again, that might make it too easy, because then you just gotta remember a name rather than something else. Let's get a second date with her, just because there might be other options, but you know, 4 out of 5 if their bad habits and guilty pleasures line up. That's pretty good. I must say, I do love it when the randoms decree that we can go to a nice restaurant that people will like. Elena, we meet again. Another terrific venue, of course, anything for you. So we have Flock of Seagulls Ponytail here, and we want a cold dish with no meat and nothing spicy. Well, I guess we are not going to get Matthew McConaughey this time. That's a shame. He's very delicious. So, but we can talk about guilty pleasure. Excuse me, voice. Would you like to work? Can we lie to her? She's only 2 stars. We should be able to pull it off. I wanted to see how he'd react to that. I kind of knew it would be bad. Special effects aren't exactly vintage, you know, unless it's just like splicing the film. That sounds like super fun. Part of me kind of wishes I had an old like real video camera, because I don't know, that would be like one of those, it's a little hipster like thing of mine where I'm just like, that would be super fun just to try and like actually splice your own movie together with film and just, you know, see how badly it comes out and then how like difficult it must have been back then. This is Elena, of course, and I'm Albert. Hello. You didn't introduce yourself to me. Typical waiter, only ever wanting to talk to the pretty woman sitting at the table and not the guy. Ugh. Okay, can I get bad habit, please? Thank you. Let's see how this works out. Keen to being a know-it-all. You know what? That's not so bad. And we like whining. Okay, I've heard much worse. What do we do about this? I think they might still be pretty good together. So let's exaggerate wildly. Had an aftertaste beyond normal human comprehension. It was pan-dimensionally satisfying. It had an overtone of cosmic amazingness. Its presentation was of the greatest magnitude. It had a hint of supreme beingness. It had an unparalleled divine moistness. And it had a pleasing underbelly. Yes, delighted to hear that. Aren't we just? I think I'm still going to set these two up. They are fine together, and that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yes, her heart is his. And things are going very well for these two, hopefully. Maybe they'll have babies. Probably not, but maybe. Ooh, this is a dangerous man. Brian Wibbleberry, a fire eater. With facial hair like that, he's a fire eater. That sounds impressive. He's also a Pisces and looking for, oh, spoilers, I'm sorry, and looking for anything. He's interested in playing the mandolin. Save the whales! Bathe the Whales, if anyone watches Whose Line Is It? It's a great show. And recycling, and he loves brown eyes and dark brown hair. He's active, carefree, introvert, traditional, and spicy. His bad habit is going on about the weather. His guilty pleasure is Hollywood exposés, a hippie type with some glam tendencies. I'm sure there's someone here for you, like Alfie. I'm sure, actually, maybe not Alfie, or maybe Alfie. Maybe, I was gonna say maybe Alfie isn't bad. We'll continue looking though, just in case. So I think I'm going to keep Alfie as a backup, but I'm going to try Barbie Winklebush first, the one-star carpet fitter and a Leo. They don't really have any attraction, but it's fine because they're 2 and 1 stars. She does like eating tofu, which is hippie, and then she likes figurative sculpture and haute cuisine, which is kinda chic, but may mean that she's fine with his love of Hollywood exposés, and so we're gonna hope that they get 3 out of 3, 5 out of 5 maybe? And we're getting French food again, because the randoms have deemed it so. So, oh geez, what was it, Danielle? No, it was Barbie and Brian or something. Brian Wibbleworth. Hot no meat dish and no dairy. Hot no meat and no dairy. Let's go that from our long blonde-haired waiter. Very good, you two. Of course she would be named Barbie and have long blonde hair that she tied in ribbons. That's such a Barbie thing, isn't it? Oh boy, we're off to a great start. Yeah, no, keep hands off in public. I don't know why, but I've just been like randomly switching, like it's like subconscious, but I've just been randomly going into a Canadian accent, like not even a good one, just like the really bad stereotypical one. But like my friends asked me like what I was doing, and I was like, oh, you know, I'm doing homework today, and they're like, oh boy, that sounds fun. I'm like, oh yeah, lots of fun, eh? And they're just like, what? And I was like, I don't know. Oh boy, at least she's an extrovert, so no matter what happens, we're going to get some goodness out of this, because Kitty Power's having to show up and ruin my lower than a 10 streak. Oh boy, this is not going well. I'm sorry, that was me. Yeah, it's fine. We're good. Everything's good. She loves your farts, of course. And let's try one more. Although at this point, they probably shouldn't get to. They should really not get together. They should really not get together at all. Okay. This is like actually atrocious. This may be one of the worst matches we've ever seen. And watch, he's going to fail the lying and she'll walk out on him and ruin my good reputation. So don't let her walk out, okay? Stop on the 10 coins if you would. That'd be sweet. I can always go for an extra payday. Get paid. Slob on the sofa. Relaxing is inherently logical. Good job, you two. And delicious complimentary chocolates. Biscuit Rapture. You like Chocolate Supreme. Yeah, Chocolate Supreme's really good. That one's Biscuit Rapture, though, so let's not do that one. Okay. So we know that there are 3 near this one, only 2 near this one, which means probably most of these are safe. Let's try that one. We got it! Oh, I'm so happy! We found our all-time favorite chocolate. 2 out of 3 passed the taste test, and we got our favorite. You know, just because they're 2 and 1 star, we may still be... Oh no! He doesn't want anything to do with her. I predict we may see each other around. Yeah, probably not. Let's just go hit up Alfie. Alfie will want you. Trust me. So, yeah, you know it, Alfie Wickerherd. It's not Wicker Ward. If I said that, I apologize, because I always thought it was, but oh, and it's not Wibblesworth, it's Wibbleberry, of course. I don't know how to remember these names. He's a 2-star school teacher and an Aries. No real attraction, but they are both hippies, which is great. 4 out of 5. I'm surprised we don't know his guilty pleasure and bad habit. We're gonna hope that they line up anyways. Spanish food. Again, we're getting all the rare restaurants now. We got German, French twice, Spanish. These are like all the ones where I was like, you know, we haven't been here in a while, and then we're getting them, and it's great. So we have black swoodly-doos with a chin strap, and we want something hot with no meat. Of course you're a vegetarian. Hot with no meat. That sounds really good. Tortilla española. Very good. Spanish omelets. Yes. Sounds delicious. We just can't talk about social, right? Yeah. So when you visit a gallery for pretty watercolor landscapes or challenging avant-garde art, of course pretty watercolor landscapes. See, pretty watercolor landscapes are really nice and I really like them, but if they're just like the same like realistic oil painting style, I get pretty annoyed with them because they all kind of look the same. Like at that point I might as well just look at a photograph. But if you can find someone who like has like a really good style for landscapes where they're like not realistic, oh man, that's really cool. We used to go to seaside holidays, and I built a sandcastle so huge it needed planning permission. I don't think you actually did that. I'm just gonna call that right now, but that's okay if you want to tell a story like that. I'm not gonna tell Alfie, but I'm like whispering this all in his ear. You're a dirty liar. He's like, shut up, it's true. No, it's not. And yep, take each day as it comes. Let's not worry about it. Let's get our waiter, Black Swoodly-Doos, also known as Enzo. Get over here, buddy. Yep, here's our bill. Yeah, forgotten what they looked like. I wouldn't do that. And we are going to head out of here. And of course, yeah, of course you really like them. You want to get more serious. And we did win him over with our charm. And hopefully these two do all right. Maybe they'll give me babies. I don't think they'll give me babies, but maybe they'll give me babies. Babies. Oh no, our Sacramento Kings player hasn't necessarily sent us good news. No, I had to give Jimmy the boot because I didn't really fancy him that much. Suppose I liked something about Jimmy, mainly his interest in wacky hair colors, but his preoccupation with charity shops really got up me nose. It's great because I'm actually going to go to a thrift shop either today or tomorrow. Actually, no, not today. If they go today, I'm not going. But if they go tomorrow, then I'm going to go tomorrow. And Jimmy just weren't right for me. And I never told no lies, though, so there you go. I'm feeling a bit down about it, but I think I'll be okay. Yeah, I hope so, Brian. You really need to pull your weight on the court, though, because actually, I have no idea how the Kings, like, did. If I recall correctly, they were, like, still very, very middling, if not bottoming in the last season. But I don't really hear Kings news because, like, all throughout basketball season, I'm here in Santa Cruz, so woo, Warriors, champions! I don't watch basketball, but I did watch parts of that final game, just peeking over people's shoulders as they were watching it on their laptop. I believe it was during one of my labs that the game actually happened, so I was just, diligently coding, like, what's going on? And, so, that was pretty cool, but yeah, we'll see how the Kings do this year. Probably not very well. That's a weird tangent to end the note on. Anyways, we're still at 37 babies. At least it's not 34. I'm supposed to remind you to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Until next time on Kitty Powers Matchmaker, our quest for all the achievements. Goodbye.